You know this is just leave me the alone. I'm not doing nothing. Right? Okay. You have a good night.
Okay.
What am I gonna do that for?
Oh, nice mouth.
Thank you, ma'am. I appreciate you.
What a piece of garbage.
Law I broke. Can you, law enforcement? You can't name a law. You're real mad. You're big mad right now.
Starting off, while driving on the freeway, an auditor is tailgated by a patrol vehicle, which later overtakes him without using turn signals. The auditor decides to follow and records the officer's erratic driving with a dash cam to ensure they aren't breaking traffic laws. At a gas station, the auditor questions the officer about their driving, and the officer offers a dubious excuse related to a canceled call. However, the auditor challenges the excuse by pointing out the officer's behavior at red lights and mentions checking the records, prompting the officer to dismiss the conversation.
How's it going, brother? Hey, why were you in such a rush just now?
What are you talking about?
You were racing down 441 there. I was behind you for most of the time, and then you lost me, and we both got caught up at the same red light.
So I was on my way to a call, and then the call got canceled.
It did? So you stopped at all those red lights on your way to a call?
Yeah.
So if I pull the records, there was a call.
Go pull him.
I will.
Okay.
What's your name?
Trooper Hannon. Hannon.
All right. I've never had a problem with you guys in 4 years.
Good.
You've always been super professional.
Yep.
Nobody's ever lied to me until today.
Okay. Have a good day, sir.
You're a liar, Hannon.
Thank you.
Slow down.
Okay.
If you're going to enforce the law
Have a
and
good
be
day,
the
sir.
best of us,
Thank you.
do the best.
After being ignored by the officer, the auditor knocks on the patrol vehicle to get his attention. The officer responds by forcefully opening the door, nearly hitting the auditor, seemingly in an attempt to intimidate him. Despite the auditor's request to speak with a supervisor, the officer adamantly refuses.
Hey, Hannon. Hey, Hannon. Hannon. Get your supervisor here.
Yeah, thank you.
I want to call your supervisor now, please.
Go ahead, call him. Thank you.
Why are you rolling up on me? You think that intimidation is going to work? Like I said, I've done this for about 4 years. It doesn't work.
What's your problem?
It's that you were speeding and you have no accountability. You could have said, "Hey, I'm sorry," and I could have let you off with a warning, like I was planning on doing.
Good job.
Good job. What? Did you call your supervisor like I asked?
No.
Will you?
No.
You're not going to call him, Hannah. Get that flag off that uniform. You're making it look like crap.
The auditor then threatens to file a complaint if the officer won't call his supervisor, to which the officer responds dismissively. The officer concludes their conversation with profanity before driving away. The arrogance and ego of these cops are just ridiculous.
You're not calling your supervisor?
How are you, ma'am? Good.
Don't even try to solicit a trespass. Just call your supervisor like I ordered you to.
How you guys?
This behavior is not going to go uncorrected.
It is, right? It's human.
One of your fellow troopers, he gave me a warning when I was speeding on that same road,
Have a good day.
and that's what I would have let you go with too. Either get your supervisor or get a complaint on your record. You gonna call him? Okay.
What am I gonna do that for?
Oh, nice mouth.
Thank you, ma'am. I appreciate you.
What a piece of
Have a good
garbage.
day.
Next up, we've got an extremely arrogant situation where a deputy approaches a man who is just recording on a public sidewalk. The deputy asks the man why he's recording without a good reason, and when the man doesn't answer, things get worse. The deputy wrongly tells the man to go away, and he even says he controls the whole county. This is a clear case of the deputy using his power wrongly, and it definitely shocked people who saw it passing by.
How are you? How are you?
What are you filming?
How are you?
The deputy.
Good.
What are you filming? Just filming for what? Sir? What are you filming for?
Nice day, isn't it?
Go on your way, bud.
Do you have jurisdiction outside of that building? Are you a deputy?
Sir, I got jurisdiction over there.
It's clear that the deputy doesn't want to calm things down. He started a problem with the innocent man for no good reason. Then he made it worse by saying he owns the county jail building in the background. The man filming is surprised and says taxpayers actually own it. The deputy refuses to say who he is and asks for the man's ID, which he shouldn't do since it's against the law, as he's not doing anything wrong.
You want to identify yourself?
You got any ID?
You want to identify yourself?
Sure.
You approached me. I didn't approach you.
You're taking a picture of my facility. That's what I'm asking.
Are you Benny N. Napoleon? His name's on there.
Sir. That's what I'm asking. Do you have an identification?
Do I need ID?
You do not need ID. I'm asking around.
I do need ID, huh? That's what you're telling me?
Go.
I'm just on a public sidewalk.
I understand
not doing
that,
anything
but
wrong.
you are not taking pictures of my building.
I'm just getting some shade here. It's a cool spot right here.
You ain't taking pictures of my building. Go.
Do you believe in the Constitution and the First Amendment?
I sure do. Did you do anything to support it? Did you go in the military?
You protect?
The deputy keeps telling the man to leave, even though they are on public property. He even suggests the man goes for a bike ride. When the man asks where to go, the deputy just says, anywhere. Then the deputy walks away and goes back into the county jail building. So in the end, the deputy's attempt to use his power doesn't work at all, as he does the walk of shame, with everyone seeing him as the bad guy.
Sir, go. Go for a bike ride.
Oh, so now you tell me how to get my exercise.
Sir, go. Let's go. Come on, guys, let's go. Let's go, bud.
Where would you like me to go?
Wherever. Just gonna get pictures of our building. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. You all right? Have a good day.
You have yourself a good day.
Later, buddy.
You're making up stuff. All you cops say the same thing. There goes the walk of shame, guy.
In this next video, a passenger is strangely asked for their driver's license, which makes them wonder why. The officer tries to explain that they need it for an unexpected reason. The passenger, Ripley, refuses to give the license, and the officer seems upset and leaves. This makes us question why the officer acted this way.
So I'm the passenger in the vehicle, and you're asking for my license?
I'm asking for your license, yes.
And I'm the passenger in the vehicle?
Yes.
Because, I'm sorry, why again?
No, she said something came up.
What'd you say?
No, so you said something came up, you said.
Yes, something came up. I need to check something. Are you refusing?
Yes, I am, because I'm not the driver, so I'm confused.
Another cop shows up and explains things to the passenger. The first officer got the driver's identity wrong and thought he was a wanted criminal. The second officer was called to check it out and realized the mistake. When the passenger asks what's going on, the second officer honestly says he's not sure because he just got here. Even though it's a weird situation, having the second officer there helps make things clear, as he's way more professional than the first one. After
How you doing, man?
Doing all right. How you doing?
Yeah. So so he got pulled over for tinted windows, right? Oh, don't scream too loud, Trey.
I have a family just like you have a
So
family.
he got pulled over for tinted windows.
My son, which I explained to you.
Your officer told me she came to the passenger door and said, "Give me your ID. I need your ID and your license, your identification." I said, "Why?" She said, "All of a sudden something came up." What does that mean?
Okay, so I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not going to tell you a story. Obviously, I wasn't here when the issue got pulled over.
Dre, you loud. Don't be too loud.
The reason why I got called to the scene is because your father, this is your father.
It's my uncle.
Your uncle. So when my partner ran your uncle's name,
Uh-huh.
sometimes our computer will give us a generic warrant result if the name is similar in the computer system. So when she initially ran his driver's license, she got a hit saying that he's a wanted person by the New York City Police Department. So I came over, I looked at her computer screen, verified it's not the same person. The name is very similar, but the date of
What does that have to do with the passenger?
Again, I wasn't here when you initially got pulled over.
After the male officer suggested the female officer made a mistake, the passenger talks to her to make sure she knows she was wrong. However, the female officer keeps saying she can ask for documents as she wants, but in the end, she admits her error and leaves. What a classic situation.
Your officer is letting me know that you were wrong. You understand that you were wrong, right?
You're allowed to refuse, but I'm allowed to ask for your license. You're allowed to refuse.
But you know your officer explained that you were wrong. You understand that or you don't?
Well,
I'm allowed to ask
Okay.
for your license, and you're allowed to refuse.
You're right. Have a
This
good
is what I
day.
saw he explained.
So we're done here?
yeah, we're done.
Next up, a guy recording a traffic stop says he doesn't need the officer's help and wants to keep filming by himself. This makes the officer angry when the guy starts filming the police car, and the officer starts yelling and shouting uncontrollably.
No. Nope, you're dismissed. Yep. Am I committing a crime? I'd like to not answer your questions. You're dismissed. Because I'm allowed to film in public. Cool. You're dismissed. I don't need anything from you. I'm not interfering. You don't need to tell me that. Cool. You're dismissed.
As the situation unfolds, the man recording tells the officer he's keeping a safe distance and just filming. But the officer falsely accuses the man of trying to free someone from the police car, even though there's no evidence of that. It seems like the officer is upset and trying to get back at the man in any way he can.
Excuse me. Excuse me. I'm not doing anything wrong, man.
You can't just walk up on a police
I can
officer
absolutely.
doing investigation.
I know the law better than you, don't I? Interesting.
We got a prison in the back.
I'm 10 feet away.
Just walk up on
I'm
the
10.
You were close.
What law am I breaking?
I don't know you.
Tell me what law I'm breaking, officer.
The officer is trying to make the situation worse by accusing the man of helping someone escape from the police car, even though that's not true. The man stands his ground and says he will complain about the officer's behavior, and the officer confidently tells him to go ahead, saying he didn't break any laws or violate the man's rights. Clearly, he's afraid of the complaint, as he knows he didn't quite act according to the law.
Let this dude out of the car.
Can you tell me what law I'm breaking?
Are you coming to let this dude out of the car?
I don't have to answer your
Because that's what it
questions.
surely looked like.
I don't have to answer your
You were walking
questions.
Right up to that car.
This is textbook, dude. I don't have to answer your questions. You're just educating my friends here. That's all.
You can educate all you want, but what you can't do is you can't interfere with our investigation. That's what I'm going to tell you. If you'd like to video, I would like you against the wall, because I'm going to let you know right
Understand.
now.
Here's
you walk
good.
To right here.
Here's fine.
And this is where my prisoner is. You want to see him?
Okay,
Here he
here's-
is.
During the situation, the man asks the officer what laws he broke, which makes the officer speechless, and he changes the subject and goes back to his police car. This shows that the officer didn't really have a good reason to talk to the man who was filming. The officer got upset when the man told him to leave, which isn't something power-hungry police officers are used to.
I complain on you, dude. You need to
You
step
go
back.
right ahead. I haven't violated any of your rights.
I haven't violated any of your
Not
laws.
one. But you sure are
Oh, man.
really taking me away from my
You
investigation.
sound like feelings enforcement right now. You're law
Feelings
enforcement, dude.
enforcement?
What law did I break?
I'm telling you, do you understand? If you
What
walk
law
up
did
to
I
this
break?
cruiser, there are prisoners
Educate the
in each
public.
one of them.
Educate the public. What law did I break?
I don't know you.
You don't know what law I broke
I don't
because there
know
wasn't
you.
one.
So if you
Can you leave me alone? I'm just filming. Can you leave me
It's called
alone?
obstruction.
Can you leave me
It's
alone?
called.
It's not. It's
It
not.
is
It's no.
obstruction.
Actually,
It's
it's
a
10
wrong
feet
prison.
away, dude. It's 10 feet away.
That's cute.
All I need is 8, and there's 10 feet. All I need is 8. I know the
Just
law,
letting
man.
you know again.
I know the law.
Don't do it.
You don't have to let me know anything.
don't do it.
I can do what I was doing. I was 10 feet away.
If you
And you still can't name a law I broke. Can you, law enforcement? You can't name a law. You're real mad. You're big mad right now.
Next up, a driver was followed by an officer after leaving a gas station, with the officer failing to provide a clear reason for the pursuit. The driver, concerned for their safety, began recording the encounter. Despite the driver's strict adherence to traffic laws, the officer only activated their emergency lights and initiated a traffic stop once the driver pulled over. This sequence of events raises questions about the officer's intentions and the legitimacy of the stop.
Hold that. I already got it recorded. Everybody can see. So I went to the gas station because I had to go get a couple things. I've been using my turn signals. Plus, I've been doing the speed limit. There's 2 cops sitting on the side of the road. This cop has been following me for like 4 or 5 miles now. Everywhere I go, he keeps following me. So I'm gonna get out and find out what the problem is.
So we turned his lights on as soon as we pulled up here.
So I just took my seatbelt off.
The officer approached the driver and was promptly asked about the reason for the traffic stop. The officer hesitated before suggesting he'd explain if the driver identified himself, but the driver refused and emphasized his awareness of his rights as a U.S. citizen and his adherence to constitutional principles.
How you doing? You got your license and registration for insurance with you tonight?
What's the nature of the stop?
As soon as I know who you are, I have to explain that.
Is this Nazi Germany? Do I gotta provide papers before you tell me why?
Well, if I don't know who I'm talking to, in case you run off or flee, I'd like to know who I'm talking to. If you don't mind providing your identification, I'll be happy to do it.
Well, I would take the key out if I could, but I can't. I would still like to know why I'm being stopped.
I'd be happy to explain that to you as soon as you provide me with identification, sir.
Are we in Nazi Germany?
No, I think you know the answer to that question.
Okay.
I don't think Nazi Germany exists.
Exactly my point. You do realize in order to get ID from somebody, you have to have a reason and articulate that reason for the stop, right?
I'm well aware of how it works.
Well, you do realize I'm a constitutionalist, so I know this. So, unless you can articulate, this is my property, yes. Well, I don't live here, but this is my property. This is not where I'm staying, but I own this property.
Oh, fair enough. Fair enough.
And I knew you were following me. I knew I used my turn signals. I knew I wasn't speeding. As soon as I see you on the side of the road, I see you hit your brake lights. I knew you were gonna with me. I knew exactly what you were gonna do. There's nothing wrong with my car. Every light on my car works.
The officer, recognizing the driver's legal knowledge, fabricates a false reason for the traffic stop, which the driver sees through and requests to speak with a supervisor. The officer later admits to his mistake and acknowledges the driver's innocence.
So what's the nature of the stop?
Well, the nature of the stop is when you went by, it didn't look like there was a front bumper. And then as I was behind the car trying to run a registration, you took multiple turns and it appeared to be evading me. All I'm doing is checking out what's going on.
You better get your goddamn supervisor. When is it illegal to make turns?
It was illegal to make turns.
Dude, we both know where this is going, and you know you have no reason to pull me over.
All you need in Michigan is reasonable suspicion to make a traffic stop.
Yes, you have to have RAS. But what is your single articulable suspicion?
It appeared you were trying to avoid this time. It looked like you had a bumper on the front of the car when you went by.
Dude, I'm not giving ID, because I didn't do nothing wrong.
Is this your car?
It's in my Dad's name, yes.
Is it your dad's name?
Yep.
Okay, sir.
Dude, this is gonna make an awesome YouTube video. You just admitted that I committed no crime or no traffic infraction. When the f is it illegal to make turns?
Well,
There is a bumper on my car. Come on, man. This is. Come on. You know it. Just leave me alone.
okay, man.
You know this is. Just leave me the alone. I'm not doing nothing. Right? Okay. You have a good night.